Hi Leo, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Leo, this is your general reading, which I call Messages from Source, that I'm starting to record today on the 25th of March. And I love numbers. A lot of times Source is speaking to me through numbers. And I just figured I will leave in the number as a sort of foundation of what's going on in the message. So today we have the 25th, and 25 is all about like 2 and 5, and number 2 is all about relationships. Can be any relationship, communication, conversation. Number 5 is all about life path for me. I know some other people say some other things, but for me 5 is life path, is due to change and life path. And combined, 2 plus 5 equals 7. And 7 is a completion, is like a full circle. On the 7th day, he rested. So we've created a whole bunch of things up until day number 6. And now it's time to rest. Now it's time to wait and just sort of have your stuff come in, if that makes sense. So let's just dive right into your reading and see what's going on for you specifically. Okay. That was fast. I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. I'm not kidding you. I just have to show you even before I continue to shuffle. I said I want to use the number 25 as a basis, and the first card out is number 2. Don't ask, the program is reversing the images on the cards, and I'm going to keep it in that way for now due to a whole other set of things. So trust me, it says number 2, and then it says number 5. What? 25. Oh my God. It flipped. And I'm going to take it. 251. So with that, I feel, because I feel like that is a message as well, I feel like there's no delays anymore. There's like, because I just started to shuffle, like I said, okay, the basis is 25, and I start to shuffle, and 2 cards immediately just pop out, and they're 2 and 5. And so it just is sort of speaking to me about being in alignment with the vibration. In a more plain way of saying that is like, you have a wish, and you're there with the wish. Like, you're not wavering around it, you're not second guessing, you're not doubting. There's something in your vibration. Let's say this instead, because I got a bit of a when I said you're not doubting. But whatever it is that you're trying to manifest right now, whatever it is that you're sort of experiencing in your life and you want to see improvement in it, you have the right to have doubts. You have the right to even question if something's going to come about, because the very momentum of it, the very vibration that is sort of, that has laid a basis, the vibration that is already like, it's already done, it's already being created. And for you now to see evidence of it, for you now to sort of bring that into your life, you only need to almost sit back and watch it come in, because I feel like that's why I say you can even doubt, and you can even question whether this is going to happen or not, because of the snowball effect, because of the momentum. We have started small, and like a snowball, if you or take a car on the really, like on the Mount Everest, you put a car up on the Mount Everest, and I mean, a snowball is better. Take a snowball on Mount Everest, because a snowball, you get the analogy that a snowball, like, as yes, if you push that down the hill, is going to pick up speed. It's going to go faster and faster. Like the first 2 inches is not going to happen all that much, but as it picks up speed, oh my God. But it also picks up in volume, in size. And if I were to push a car down the hill, I guess the car would just be a mess when it and it wouldn't grow bigger, you know? So the snowball effect is a really good analogy of how the thing that you've been wanting, the thing that you are planning for, the thing that you want to see come to fruition, has had a snowball effect. So it has picked up momentum, and it has picked up size it has grown larger and larger and larger. And so this dream of yours, this thing that you want to see, has now, we've added on and just, you know, tweaked it a bit and added on, and oh, maybe not that, and maybe add on this instead. So there's something that has been just growing over time, really growing over time, and picked up speed. And when it's that type of speed coming down the hill of Mount Everest, you could doubt. It's like you're the light coming down of that mountain, and just try to put some doubt in there. It's almost like you put a stick in there. Try to throw a stick in front of that snowball. The snowball's just gonna laugh at it. It's like, is that what are you doing? Or like, just try to put a bit of doubt in there, and it's gonna get thrown out. Does not matter. So take that to heart. Just relax in that. Breathe that out for a bit. That you know, it doesn't matter. Because I think once you start to understand the law of attraction, you understand your creative power, you understand how you attract things and how you hold things out from you. Maybe that's a biggie. How you hold things away from you. You're so, like, it becomes so important what you think and what you do and blah, blah, blah. But if you sort of understand, and if you sort of get now the message that it doesn't matter if you mess up. It doesn't matter if you have a bad afternoon or a week. It doesn't matter if you throw some doubt in there, or some I'm not worthy, or some whatever that is, sadness, anger, whatever you throw in there, it does not matter. It's going to happen anyway, because the momentum is too large and the size of it is too big. There's no stopping anymore. So prepare for it. So the first, you saw the number 2. So it is relationships, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like a soulmate connection that I'm and with the following cards, it's not so much the soulmate connection that I'm speaking about today. It is relationships, and it can be any type of relationship. And there's communication going on. There's conversation going on. If you've been waiting for a call, if you've been waiting for a text, if you've been waiting for an email, if you've been waiting to get some word about something, I feel like that is coming in. That is sort of going on. There might be a communicational thing going on right now. And it's a black border, and the black border for me speaks about manifestation, that the universe is backing you up. The universe is with you. It's really delivering right now. And it's on the bottom, it's the sacral chakra. So that's like your lower abdomen, so the base is the base. It's the red foundation. And now it's like the foundation, you've laid the foundation. There's no more need to worry about like home and finances and money. And I'm not saying that you're a millionaire. I'm not saying that however, this is what you would consider the perfect foundation. I'm just saying you've managed to do something with your base energy center, which has allowed for you to completely drop that and move up to the second one. And for some reason, you really are working on your sacral chakra right now. The sacral chakra, if you say that in different words, I would say creativity, passion, sex, just mainly what you're passionate about. That is sort of like, and so you probably start to feel like you want to do things. So like you want to be creative, like you want to start projects, finish projects, do that kind of stuff. So there's something that really is beneficial for you right now to launch, or to dive deeper into, or to read up on, or something like that. It's also the sexual like energy center. So even though that hasn't come out yet, I feel like that's sort of in healing, I want to say. It's like you're healing the sacral chakra. It's like you're healing the sexual chakra. There's something going on that is becoming whole. And that is a beautiful thing, Leo. Beautiful. This is all about orange. So if you want to help yourself with, like, from outside sources, you can use orange. If you like that color, it's quite a tough color, but like in blankets, pillows, underwear, whether you're a woman or a man, maybe dress in it for a bit, like if just, or just sit in meditation and imagine sort of bringing in orange light. Is that vibration that is going on right now, is what I feel. And then it's quite interesting, because then we take, so this, there's like a ring around it, the orange ring there. We take that orange ring and we bring that to the next card. We take that with us. So and these two jumped out together, and it's like Spirit just speaks so clearly. It's language that we hear you. If you say we're going to start to use the vibration of the numbers, then we're going to use the vibration of the numbers 2 and 5. And so here we have, it says obstacle and challenges, but it's so interesting for me because more and more every time I've used this card, it has become less and less about obstacles and challenges, and rather turning into hope, turning into be hopeful and taking that leap of faith. And it's like you bring this sacral chakra with you. We have this little orange circle that we're now putting into your life path. And what was missing before, do you see that? Like, it's so clear how you're walking the plank, basically. No, you're not. But you're here on this log, on this, what do you say, ledge? Edge? No, I think it's called a ledge. No? I don't know. You're walking on this thingy, on this wooden thingy, and then there's like a gap, and then, so something has been broken in between there, and then it continues. And so I feel like this gap, where in the past, you probably couldn't move past it. You probably couldn't, I don't know, it can be anything. And as soon as I try to read it into one story, 99 other stories are being thrown out the window. So let's just say it can be for relationships, it can be for business, it can be for your health, it can be for career, it can be for finances and everything in between. So this could mean like you were headed somewhere, and since it's the creative, it's the sacral chakra that we're working on, and it's also the sexual chakra that we're working on. Obviously, you're a heck of a more complex person than if we just fix that chakra all as well, or if we just get some juices going in that sacral chakra, all is fine. I beg to differ. I beg to differ in the sense that it could be easier, and I beg to differ and say that it could be tougher, because you're such a complex human being with all these different energy centers. We're talking about these main energy centers, but there's an energy center for each inch of you, okay? Having that said, there's something that's being mended here now. There's something that's becoming whole again. You're completing something. You're getting over something. You're taking a leap of faith. And whatever was stopped before, like if there was a creative endeavor, if there was a sexual endeavor, if there was something in your career, in your relationships, you were going to move forward with something, and that came to a halt. It came to an abrupt halt, I have to say. You might have, like, the business thing maybe didn't work out, the relationship maybe didn't work out, the career was put on hold. Whatever this is for you, take however this applies in your life, we're fixing that now. We're mending it. You might forgive now. You might get over it now. You might take a leap of faith. You might pursue this, even though it takes a bit of courage here, I have to say, and you're doing really, really well. It's a spiritual approach. I'm almost surprised it's not a blue border, because it feels a lot to me like you're speaking your truth this time. You're not being held back this time. You're not letting anybody sort of get in your way. And that I would typically be attracted to your throat chakra, like speaking your truth, putting your foot down, being authentic. But I guess you could take that in a spiritual approach as well, which everything is. You're not sort of putting it in such a physical 3D version anymore. You're adding the layer that was missing before, and that's the spiritual approach to it. And it makes so much sense that it is the spiritual border. But we're mending it, we're fixing it through creativity, through passion, and through sex, obviously. Yeah, there's something beautiful happening here, and it's your life path. You're getting back on your life path. If you were thrown aside a bit, or if you were taking a pause or taking a break or something, you're getting back on your life path. You have never been off your life path, because everything is a life path, whether you're on it or off it, it's still your life path. But you would consider it to be, okay, I'm back on track. I'm feeling like I'm starting to I'm starting to pick up momentum again. And you don't have to like go back and start over. It's like you just jump on that snowball and it's already like in such high speed. And I feel like that is sort of the feeling of buckle up and get ready, because you're in complete alignment with what you want. You just needed to get on the train again, or snowball. And then we have number 1, which speaks about new beginnings, fresh new start, starting over. It could be, I'm not so drawn to say starting over, but I guess this is a starting over in a way that we're starting again. We're coming back to this thing again. Whether this is trying a relationship once more, trying this creative thing that you've been wanting to do forever, like it's finally back on track and we're doing it. Number 1 is all about new beginnings, seeing it from a new perspective as well, bringing in the spiritual side to this and seeing it from a new perspective. On the bottom it says prosperity begins. So this time around, guys, there's success. This time around you won't get interrupted. To speak more truthfully, you won't interrupt yourself. You won't attract things that will hinder you this time. So if this is sort of a relationship that you're looking for, you're not going to hinder yourself this time. You're actually going to make it happen. You're going to allow it. You're going to receive it. If there's a career choice, you're going for it this time and it's working out. If there's a business thing that you want to like close the deal with somebody or take somebody up on a contract or whatever this is, it's successful. It's going to work. It's prosperity begins. We're starting here. And it's like, and since we already started before, we already put down the seed, the roots has been, the roots are being planted or grown. The tree is already up and running. And it's so interesting because it's not like the fruit has fallen from the trees down to the ground. It's actually fruit falling from the sky. So it's like it comes in from everywhere now. You've done your manifestation in terms of the tree, but hey, let's go outside the box. And this is what I mean with the snowball effect. It has become so large, it has become so big that it's like other things are just being added on to it now. So it's, if I were to say you're in the process of attracting a beautiful relationship, then the beautiful relationship, you would say, oh my God, I met this person. And it's so funny because first of all, they're exactly like, I feel so at home. I feel like this is my place. This is where I'm supposed to be. But there's little extra things that I didn't, and you would say that you wouldn't even think about wanting that in a relationship or adding that to your sort of wish list. But somewhere along the lines, you have wished for it. It couldn't like appear. But that's what it feels like outside the box. It's like, yes, they are gorgeous inside and out, but they also like shrimp in the crazy way that I love shrimp. Or they're super into like some sort of niche in cinema, or like something that's like stands out to you that is like and that is just one thing of all the extra quirks or extra things that like, and it's so perfect because then I was living there, but they had a house there, and I always wanted to like everything's coming together, and it's going to be the extra. It's like added on, and that's due to you sort of just kept wanting it, and maybe lost faith there for a bit. For a while, we stopped this process. Maybe something else got in the way of you even wanting a relationship for a while, or business, or career, or health situation, finances, whatever this is in your life that got put on ice for a bit is back on track. Not only is it back on track, it's going to be added on. The very thing that you want is going to be the very thing that you want, but it's going to be added on in a way that you did not expect. It's falling fruit from the heavens. It's like coming in from all around you. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, what else can we say about this situation for the Leo? We're just adding on, like you have already done. Wow. I just love spirit, and I love... can I just say that there's a tiny, tiny little spider on the floor? Sometimes like orbs and stuff, like they fly by, like, so it's like in my periphery, sometimes right across my face, but like, so sometimes it's like I won't even bother to look because I know things are flying left and right. But this felt like a bit heavier. I was like, what is coming in now? But that's actually a real manifestation of something. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny little black spider. And I don't know if that's saying you and telling you anything. What else around this? No, I'm just gonna, because I can't help myself. So first we had 2 and 5. Like I said, I want to use the numbers, and 2 and 5 combined is number 7. And on the 7th day he rested. So underneath the number, so I pulled more cards and I put them underneath the 3 cards that we had, and underneath 2 and 5 comes 7. I think it's just hilarious. Leo, you are the sun, and so the sun is definitely with you. The sun is coming out. I feel like I'm drawn to use the word growing pains, like it's like you're filling out your own shoes. It's not like you're trying to walk in somebody else's shoes. It's not like your shoes are too big or the shoes are too small. The sun back here, like here's the sun, and then there's a gap, and there's a ring, and there's a gap, and there's a ring. There's something about it being a ring around these as well. Like we had a ring, like there's a full circle here around the sacral chakra. We have come full circle on your life path around this, like taking the next step, have a leap of faith, bringing in creativity on your life path. And then we have 2 rings here outside of the sun. So it's like now we're bringing both of those rings with us to this sun. But it's like the gap here now is like, and now we're filling that out. There's something about filling out your shoes, having growing pains. You're growing right now into your full potential is what it feels like. This is like another level. This is another level. I can't describe it in any other way. We have 2 pillars here, which speaks about foundation. It could mean that you're dealing with a Gemini somehow, some way. You could be a Gemini cross-watching this Leo reading. You can have Gemini in your chart. However Gemini fits into your whatever. And so we have foundation. It's 2 strong pillars there that is holding everything up. So the foundation is here, is the red border that is speaking about the foundation. We're laid down the foundation. The foundation is done. Like I said, the foundation here for prosperity begins as well, because it's a red border. And I said it felt like if the foundation is being made, it's done. You did it before coming into the second energy center. There's something about this has already been made, and so you can sort of lean on it. I do see that there's a bit of purple going on here. This is very stable and golden, and this is like partially golden, and then the rest is sort of spiritual. It's purple, so that's the spirit part. So I feel like this is like the last little part. This is also going to become golden. We're stepping into the golden era. We're stepping into something brand new. And it's like it's a night sky. It's funny because it's the sun shining through, and it's still like the night sky with all the stars there. But this, like that is purple, is going to soon also, like that's your growing pain. It's like at such a rapid pace right now. Like acceleration of what's going on in your life and in your body and in your energy is on fire. You're a fire sign, no pun intended, but like you're on fire. There's such momentum going. It's going to be a catch-up effect. If you haven't already started to see that the leap of faith that you're taking right now is paying off, that the creativity that you now are bringing into your life, or if you just start to feel the wind underneath your wings again, like you're starting to get a whiff of, you're getting your energy back. It's like you're getting your groove on again, which tells me the groove has been a bit off for a while, but you're getting the groove back. Like and it's on the 7th day he rested. So I feel like there's no, even though energy is coming back, even though there's creativity here, there's prosperity begins. It feels like very creative, very, very much doing. I don't have the feeling of working hard. Man, I have to work hard to get this to happen, or, I just feel like you're just going about it. You're doing it. You're finding your pace. You're finding your spark. And it's really beautiful to watch. The foundation is being laid. You're just growing into yourself now. It's like you're finding that light again. And not only are you going to find the light, you're going to grow so beyond it. You're going to, I don't know if you're going to start to become like a surprise for people around you. It's almost like you've been in hermit mode. Like you've been going within for a bit and stay there for a bit and been there. And all of a sudden, here comes Leo. And it's like, where have you been? Well, I've been planning some stuff. And you're back. And it's like, watch me. That type of energy. It's a really, really gorgeous. So we have new beginnings, but it's like, you don't have to do anything more. It's done. You're just expected now. What else? Okay. Do you see how like I can't even start, and I use that in other readings as well, that sometimes I get to shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle, and it takes forever, and it's like you have to work on your patience, you have to work on, this is starting to be boring. Like I incorporate that. You see how quickly the cards have come out now. I almost don't touch it, and it's like, this is the one that wants to come out. And yeah, so you're right there, Leo. You're right where you want it to be. Have you not seen evidence of that yet? You must have had, or this reading is not for you probably. You must have had a feeling of you're on the right track, even though you haven't started to see evidence of it like in a manifested way or in reality. For instance, if you want to change something in your workplace, if you want to see a relationship come in, if you want to see an increase in finances, if you want to, all of that, if that on a physical level hasn't happened yet, that's why I call it the catch-up effect. That's why it sort of has, it's almost like this snowball effect. It's almost like the snowball effect. We started on Mount Everest and we dropped the ball. We dropped the snowball, and it has become bigger and bigger and bigger, and the momentum has become faster and faster and faster. And then it's like, but wait, it's like we're cutting it off. We're holding it, which is not possible. You would get thrown out in every direction if you try to get in front of you. But for the metaphor's sake, it's now like we're bringing the snowball into the ketchup bottle. Just follow me. This is very profound metaphors. You put the snowball in the ketchup bottle and you just hold it there. And you hold it and you hold it, and it's not slowing down. It's not slowing down, and it's not getting any smaller. It has this exact same momentum. It has the exact same size. If anything, is picking up in momentum, and it's becoming even grander. And like if you haven't seen the physical manifestation, it's like, and now you just need to, it's not even, it's when, it's a good analogy because I think probably most people have had this happen to you. It's even the thing when you start to, like you want to shake it out, the ketchup. And then when you go to open the bottle, it's not like everything comes at once, like, or that it's being perfectly, you just shake it down to the bottom and you open it, out comes a little beautiful string of ketchup. It's like you open it and it's like, it doesn't stop. It is the effect. It's just coming out all over the place. So it's not like you just even have to shake anything. Even having it standing upwards, you can just open the lid and it's just going to fully explode. That's what it feels like. Haven't you not allowed it to start to come in yet, is what I'm saying. It's like, it's gonna, like, this area is gonna explode, this area is gonna, I feel like you get a car. It's like, you want this to happen though. You want it to happen and you prepared for it. And the next card out is the third eye chakra. So we have yet another chakra card, which always sounds like I'm saying Shaka Khan, the beautiful singer. So you definitely have been working on yourself. You definitely have felt the energy shifts in your body. It's not the physical elements. Maybe I've been working a lot on my physical body for the past month or two, for sure. But I feel like this is going deeper. It's the universe card again. It's a black border. And so you're getting a lot of help to shift things around. And it's the number 6, which again speaks about whole love. Again, we haven't had whole love before. Why do I say that? There's no even 6, even if I try, it's not even adding up to 6 anywhere. So I don't know why I said that. But there's number 6, whole love. Like you feel, it's the love, is the completion within yourself is what it feels like with whole love. And the number 6 represents that. And then on the bottom it says third eye chakra. Trust me. All about your intuition, all about your like psychic center, all about having premonitions, being really in tune with your, or starting at least to be in tune with your dreams, that type of thing. Okay. So you really are opening up now. You're taking a new step into something brand new, spiritually, emotionally, physically. It's really gorgeous, guys. I did not watch the time, so I will stop the reading there. It feels a good, like on a good note to stop. I will go into the extended, and I will just pull more cards and see what beauty comes out of this as a continuation of this. So if this resonates with you, the extended probably resonates with you as well. The link is just in the description box down below if you feel like it. If you don't, then thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you back in a week for your love reading. Take care, guys. Bye.